Good morning, friends. Anne here, got my cup of coffee, got the Word of God, and today's reading is from Zechariah chapter 13. We are almost through the book of Zechariah. Hang around with us for one more day and we'll read chapter 14. Today in chapter 13 is a continuation of how we ended chapter 12. And in chapter 12, Zechariah was talking about the day of Jesus' second coming, the day of his return here to earth. And over again in Zechariah, he says, on that day, on that day, on that day. And this is the day that he's talking about. And there are three things in chapter 13 that he talks about that will happen on that day. And for someone who is looking forward to that day, and sometimes just so exhausted and tired of everything that is going on in the world and the evil and the oppression and the injustice, it is so encouraging to know that on that day, these three things will happen. The first thing is this. He says this in verse 1. On that day, a fountain will be opened for the dynasty of David, and for the people of Jerusalem, a fountain to cleanse them all from their sins and impurity. Friends, on that day, we will be forever clean. I don't know about you, but there are so many times that I find myself stuck in a sin cycle where I keep repeating the same sin over and over and over again. And it is so good to know that that sin cycle will be broken and I will be forever clean through Jesus, that we will be with him, that there will be no more sin, there will be no more shame, there will be no more guilt for all those who believe. He talks about another thing in verse 4. He says this, on that day, people will be ashamed to claim the prophetic gift. No one will pretend to be a prophet by wearing prophet's clothes. Here, what he's talking about is there will be an end to the false prophets. All of the people that are espousing prophetic words, claiming that they are from God, but they are just to serve themselves, these people will be silenced. They will be embarrassed that they had even made these prophetic words public. They will be embarrassed and they will deny that they ever gave these prophetic words. False prophets will be silenced. And then the third thing is that the remnant will be refined. He says this, that there are 2/3 of the people who will not make it, and then 1/3 he is going to call his remnant. And I will bring that group through the fire and make them pure. I will refine them like silver and purify them like gold. They will call on my name and I will answer them. I will say, these are my people, and they will say, the Lord is our God. Friends, it is so good to know that he is going to refine us, that he is going to make us more like himself, that there's going to be this remnant of people that stay true to him, even in the darkest times, and that he is going to make them whole and remake them new. Sorry for my dog Moose, who is barking at I don't even know what today. So friends, I want you to remember these three things are going to happen on that day. On that day, we will be forever clean, false prophets will be silenced, and the remnant will be refined. Have a good day. Let that bring you hope and encouragement that the things that are happening now are not forever, that Jesus is coming back and he will accomplish his will here on the earth. Have a good, hope-filled day.